Hey, my lovely ladies and gentlemen, and my non binaries. Welcome back. I'm your host, River Espinoza, and this is the Random Themes podcast where I talk about random things that are just swirling around in my head. Anywho, before we get on with today's episode, I just want to let you guys know that there will be some background noise, and that's just because my brother and him playing video games. Now, I don't understand why you have to be so loud playing video games, but that's just me. Anywho, grab some snacks, grab some water, grab whatever substance you would like. And now, let's get on with the episode. Enjoy. Okay, so the first topic of today's episode is Pretty Little Liars Summer School. Now, this is season 2 of Pretty Little Liars, the original sin. And honestly, I liked it. I really enjoyed this season. I liked how campery vibe it felt. It gave me very much a summer slasher, you know. It made me even want to rewatch Fear Street, the second one. Not sure what the year was. I forgot. Alright, but I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the storyline. Loved seeing all the liars again. Oh my god. Spoiler alert. Tabby, in the last episode, she owned that episode. She slayed, alright? Loved it. I loved it. Now, like I said, spoiler alert, right? I kind of had my theories on who Bloody Rose was. Chip's mom. That seems like a very practical and made a lot of sense to me that it would be her because she had all that pent up rage in her. You know, she just lost her son, and then these accusations, or not accusations, but these rumors. I'm putting it in quotes because that's what she believed. That they were rumors. They were not rumors, alright? Your son did what he did, alright? You're just too oblivious to see that, alright? Okay, anywho. I liked how each liar got their own, little tiny final girl moment, if you will. Imogen, last season, she got the real, final girl, scene, you know, with her going up against A. That was, loved it. I think it was one of the best season finales I have seen from a show. Loved it. And season 2, loved it even more. I'm glad they gave it to Tabby. I'm glad that Tabby was the final girl because, one, she's a movie buff, so of course she's going to know of what to do and what not to do in situations like that. She knows. She's seen all the horror movies, so she knows what to do. And she understood the assignment. She did wonderful. Now I'm not going to continue this rant about Tabby and how much I envy her now that she's I think she is my favorite liar. Imogen, I'm sorry. At least for season 2, she's my favorite liar. Moving on. So, Noah and her little relationship with Jane, I forgot her name. Apologies. But I wasn't really feeling the spark. I liked it, don't get me wrong, but I think I need a little more, you know? I get it, they have like a little bit of history, but I still need a little more. And what she did to like Sean's car, I support women's wrongs just as much as I support women's rights, alright? I don't care, alright? I was okay with her messing up his car. Have I thought about doing that once if I ever get into a relationship and the guy decides to like break my heart? I would probably do that. And I would be listening to I Stole Your Car by I forgot who her name is. Apologies, alright? Anyways, I didn't I thought it was like a little like too much though. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed it. Really liked what she did, alright? It was a bit of a stretch though. And then it was also a bit of a stretch on Sean's end because he decided to punch a hole in the wall. Like, dude, I get it. I get it. I get it. It's messed up, but like, let's take a breather. Let's calm down, reassess ourselves, and leave. Just leave. You don't have to like talk to her. You don't have to do any of that stuff, and you guys can go your own separate ways. I get it. You are feeling a lot of emotions, but come on now. You didn't have to punch a hole in the wall, dude. You could have, like, I don't know. Actually, no. Because if you went, like, farther than that, then I don't think I would have liked that. So, no. That was a safe. That was a safe thing to do for him. Not really, but okay, moving on. Mouse, her whole thing with, spooky spaghetti, it gave me, like, it didn't give me, but, like, it made sense with the character. Because the character has always been, like, computer savvy and just a geek. She's a geek. She's a fellow geek. Alright? Just like Tabby is. Now I'm not gonna go into full, like, details about each and every one of their, encounters with Bloody Rose. Because I don't want to make this episode way too long. So, I think I'm gonna stop with the Pretty Little Liars, summer school, rant, and move on to the next topic. But before I do that, I just want to briefly mention Johnny. Johnny was hot as hell. Loved him. I need more of him. And what Imogen did to him was kind of messed up. I get it, girl. You got some trauma, but like, come on, girl. You could have done something else. You could have, like, not killed him. Or, I mean, not killed him. But you could have not, like, hurt him and messed up that entire relationship. And it made me wonder, like, or it made me think, I want a summer fling. I want a summer fling. I want a summer fling. Okay, now, I'm going to take a little break and then get on to the next topic. So, BRB. Okay, so I'm back from my little break, and I am now currently in my room because I basically got kicked out of the living room. Yay! Alright, so moving on to the next topic. I saw the TV go, and this is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen the movie, what are you doing? Go watch it. Go watch it now. You will thank me later. Now, first off, this movie gave me very strange vibes. Like, an off-putting vibe. And it also gave me, like, Stranger Things vibes in terms of, like, the whole aesthetic and, like, it having to do with, like, 90s. This movie, it had to do with some of that, with the 90s and the aesthetic. Just a lot or not a lot, just like a lighter tone. Because Stranger Things, I feel like, it's a lot more darker. Then, I saw the TV go. Now, I was expecting kills, you know, because it was by A24, and I usually just expect like horror movies, but fortunately there was really no kills in this movie, so it kind of bums me out a little bit, just a little bit. Um, Now, anyways, the movie, it's basically about these two people who find this show, or who form a connection from this TV show that they would watch. Um, and it was about two girls who met at a summer camp who basically had this like telepathic connection where they could like communicate with each other and like help each other out with like certain things and like these monsters and whatnot. It was a little weird. It was off-putting for me, okay, to say the least. And then like you find out years later that because one of the characters goes missing, and she was actually in another world, an alternate, or yeah, technically the real world per se, because that the world that they are in are like in an alternate world where they are being basically kept in, because in the real world they're actually being killed. They're dying, which I thought that concept was very interesting. Like I was like, oh my god, that is so interesting. Okay, so sorry for that abrupt, that weird, strange, abrupt. Kind of messed up right there. So going back into what I was talking about, um, I previously left off on where they were being killed. I left at the part where they're being buried alive, or they are buried alive, technically, and yeah. Um, the other thing that I've really seemed to gravitate to or liked was the music, and especially when they incorporated some of the artists into the actual film. And also, Phoebe Bridge is on that playlist, and I am a Phoebe Bridge fan. I was like, yay! um, okay. So the last thing I want to talk about this movie is the ending. The ending was a little bit shocking. The ending, I didn't know how to feel about the ending. Um, I'm not really good with cliffhangers. I'm not a person who likes cliffhangers, all right? And if you're gonna make a cliffhanger, if you're gonna do a cliffhanger, you gotta give us more. You cannot just stay right there and just stop it. Like I understand that it's not just the people who create it, it's also the people who are distributing it that, determine that actually they are the ones who really determine it. So streaming services and TV net or movie like networks or whatever they're called, studios, do not, you gotta give us more. You gotta give the fans what they want, all right? Okay. Now, um, I'm gonna go and move on to, I think it might be my last topic of this episode, but just because it also might be my last topic, and I really, um, really love this next topic, I will be taking some hits. Now, I'm not sure if I should do these on camera or if I should do these off camera. Not sure. Alright, still trying to figure that out. But for right now, for this episode, I will be doing it off camera. Okay, one sec. if it works. Okay. Now, whoa. I think I need some water, but the water's all the way down there. I'm gonna have to suck it up. Okay. There's a little kick to it. Don't know why I'm doing this. Okay. Let's talk about Helluva Boss, Season 2, Episode 4, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. I really, really loved it. And Blitzo, my dear, dear Blitzo. I'm gonna say this nicely, Blitzo. You need some therapy. You need therapy. I mean, yes, I think all the people in Has Been Hotel and Hell of Us need therapy. They just need some therapy. But if you're not really into therapy, I think Blitzo just needs some alone time. You know, he needs some alone time. He needs to like reflect on things and just understand himself because what he's doing it isn't healthy for him. And I can see some of those like attributes in real life, like the self-sabotaging. I do that. Am I happy about that? No, I am not. Okay. But I feel like if Blitzo had like some self-growth, you know, that character development, we need that. It would it would do wonders for Blitzo, I think. But also it would like take the fun out of it too, because his characters, it's a messy character, and I love that. I love messy characters. I think those are the characters that are actually the realest, the real character, like characters that you can relate to a lot more. Um, okay, so yeah, the episode was titled "Apology Tour," and that alone, mwah, mwah, A plus, A plus, A plus 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 plus, and Stolas, his song, his rock song, is still stuck in my head. I need them to post it on Spotify so I can play that 1,000 times until I get sick of it, and then play it again and get sick of it even more, because that song is a 10 out of 10, and I loved it, and I need it. Ugh. I was not expecting Stolas to perform a rock song. That's just because like I felt like he wasn't really much of like a punk rock dude. I thought he was like more of like an elegant and more of like a, what's the word? Like a royally roll. Not a roly roll. Oh my god. Okay. Look, I just didn't think he was in going to be able to showcase that. I unexpected to me, okay? Uh Moving on. Veronica, oh my god, I love her. Her outfits slayed, her vocals slayed. The entire time I was watching it, though, I was thinking of Ladybug from Miraculous Ladybird, because Veronica, if you don't know this already, fun fact, is played by the same actress who plays Ladybug from Ladybug in Cat Noir. Uh, Brilliant actress, but I just could not get that out of my head. She plays a sweet, innocent Marinette, but she also plays Veronica. What? What? Okay. Okay, now, the last thing I'm gonna talk about. I need, and I repeat, I need Stolas and Blitzo to be endgame, or I will be rioting. Mm-hmm. I hope you heard that. I hope you heard that. Because I'm going to need Stolas and Blitzo to be endgame, to be the power couple. I need them. Don't take that away from me, or I will fight. I will fight back. Mm-hmm. Okay, now, moving on to our last section of this episode, which I did implement in the previous episode, and I think I'm probably going to stick with it. So, yeah. It is time for the high thoughts. Alright. Okay. Now, when I do that, I'm going to take one more. You guys can see some of the smoke. Okay, cool. Okay. Now, today's high thought is fake reality. Now, this is absolutely or going, or oh my god, this is the high thought of this video because of I saw the TV Glow. It made me wonder, what if we are in a fake reality, and the only way we can see into the real reality is if we get high? Now, I know that's just a me thought, but just throwing it out there. No, it's you don't have to actually take that theory into consideration. But hello, like if you think about it, it does open up your mind to things. But I'm not saying you have to do it if you want. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. All right. I'm just saying that what if, it's like a what if thought, All right. I'm gonna go now because I feel like this episode's already dragging. Uh, so really hope you all liked it. Oh my god, I forgot to do the last thing. The cheers. Okay, before I say my goodbye. Cheers! Clink, clink, clinkety link. Oh my god, I was not supposed to show it. I apologize. Alright. Bye!